Well, here is a cleaned out garage. It served us well. I'm thrilled to have it so clean. We're going to have it pressure washed in a little bit, but I thought before it got cleaner, I'd show all my old staining from years of cars being parked and tractors being parked around under the stair, yard equipment. Oh, it was just a very good old house. The whole feature was for me, the garage. I'll never have anything with 1,700 square feet of garage space. I got some remaining vehicles to get over to the new place. But it hasn't been this empty since 1995. Let's see if we can autofocus. Come on. There we go. I had some leftover brick from the construction, and I thought, well, if we ever want to put a little brick wall up, it'll match the rest of the house facade, but as usual, it never happened. So the brick goes with the new people. And here we go. This area right here, I had some boards and I did my body lift. So I was able to lift the Lark body off the frame right here. My grandmother's Daytona was stored in this back corner forever, and now it's being restored. Here's a little bump out that would be perfect for somebody to make a little office or something. There's so much potential in this unfinished garage. And here is the reason we're moving. No, it's not the Febreze can. It's the stairs. It is a ranch, but it's got a full basement, so you have to go upstairs. And let's go up the stairs and do a quick tour of the old house. I'm kind of sentimental. Like I said, it served us well. And these stairs, I fell down them once when I was 40. I was so glad I didn't break anything. And I'll do a turnaround. And there's where I landed, down by my shoes. Okay, so let's just do a quick panorama here. It had a pretty area here with the lighting in the windows. Here was my office. You can tell by the chair rail it was supposed to be a dining room. And we did have it as a dining room initially, and we even have a chandelier that's going with the house downstairs that used to hang there. It's funny, all the features that you paid for back then. I know we paid extra for the chair rail, and it did okay. Here is the eat-in kitchen. We're leaving the table and chairs here. We just didn't have room at the new place. They even get a trash can. The one thing I was most proud of, it's funny what you like, I had them put in this bay window. It normally was going to be just a straight wall, but this bay window gave us so much more room. And I know when the Cottons were here, they enjoyed sitting at the table and spying on the neighbors, because you had, when the windows were open, you had a great view of everything. Washer, dryer, refrigerator stays. Here's where we had for washer dryer space, just accordion doors. And you know me and my shelving, I like shelving. And so it all fit in here. Washer dryer, courtesy of Tracy's Aunt Mabel. She gave it to us in her will. And that was probably, she passed away 2005 or 6. And those appliances are still going strong. All right, so we couldn't give away the armoire, which was where we held the TV. So I'll just do a walkthrough. Had a gas fireplace. And we decorated a few times very nicely with the mantle. Had a ceiling fan installed as a fan light. There's the remains of where my Studebaker clock used to hang. Me and autofocus don't get along here. All right. Let me do a tour. Carpet cleaned up pretty good. I mean, we used Stanley Steamer. We've used them many times. Well, this is the third time we had used them. But we had no furniture left, so they could really get in and out and get it cleaned. Here's the hallway. My little bathroom that served us well with guests. They liked it. I mean, it had a very high flowing shower. There's Tracy's sister gave us the shower curtain. And she was tired of looking at the old beat up one that we had when they'd come visit. So she gave us a new one. So we think of her when we see that. And here is the cat room, we would always call it, and the exercise room that never was. Nobody wants a treadmill, so the treadmill can be either used or discarded by the new owners. Salem used to love, and all the other cats, look out the back window, see the view. And one of the closets I would junk up had all my pictures and parts and, well, not really parts in here, but magazine stuff. I don't know. They get some free, they get free hangers. I actually had to come back to the house the other day and take a few hangers. I was needing some. Tracy always said, leave as much as you can, and we did. Okay, so let's go into the front. This was Hardy's room, we called it. Hardy loved this room. He was our special needs cat that had that endotropy kind of eye disorder where his eyelids rolled under, and he had many surgeries. He was our $10,000 free cat, named Hardy because we found him. He came out of the sewer drain at Hardy Family Ford one day when Tracy's Mountaineer was being worked on. Oh, autofocus and me don't get along. But we left a nice little wall unit. Now this closet was jam-packed with Studebaker parts. It had one of those plastic shelves right back here, and I had it filled to the gills with stuff. Here's a security alarm system. Brinks, which now became ADT. It needs a new battery for the alarm. But here we go. Ken never did get a fan put in up there, but it was wired for such. And let me go into the spacious master bedroom. It's funny, the new one is smaller than this one. But, as I said, it's perfect size, the new one. We got everything to fit. We downsized some things. And there is my lighting. Those antique looking bulbs I think are kind of cute. I didn't want to pull this off the wall because it would end up marring our luscious paint. Here was the walk-in closet. And it had room for us. I'll take a picture of this. This was Bobby Kincaid, Tracy's cousin. He made that hanging rack, but I'm a sentimentalist and wanted to take it. Tracy said, we don't need that, so we don't need that. Somebody said you pick your battles, and I tend to pick the wrong battles. Okay, here's something that you will never, ever see because it was a fad that was just ridiculous. The garden tub, or as Mr. Cotton called it, a Hollywood tub. I don't know how he got that Hollywood name, but I guess he thought it was glamorous. You know, we never used it. It's one of these things that just takes up space. It looks attractive, and you think, oh, you got a jacuzzi. No, you don't. You just have a tub that's tiny. You get down in it and probably have trouble getting out of it. It's got a step. Garden tub. And me and my orange shirts will say hello. This little contraption did well. It gave us more closet storage space for toothbrushes and all that. Same with this little cabinet. So these things are staying. And our little frog that we got from Gatlinburg. Tracy didn't want hers. I'm taking Turbo the turtle. He was in the other bathroom. I'm going to have him. All right, and this was our closet for towels. So you can see how at the new place we're just thrilled. We have so much more storage space for such a small house. It just has a more thought out setup. And I just noticed the soap. That's going back to the new house. I'm doing kind of a final walkthrough, get sentimental. Like I said, this little house served us well. It was good for what we had. And you can see we were right on the neighbors. But these were good neighbors. They just weren't the best at taking care of their dogs. They'd leave them outside. Tracy complained to the Paulding County when it was freezing and the animals were out on the porch, and Paulding County told them they needed to get an igloo. They got the igloo, but the dogs never used it, and they still were out here freezing. But it met the minimum requirement. All right, so here's where I would wake up, and there we go. So we're going to sign off. It was a good house. Thank you, and bye-bye.